Call the meeting to order. Rise for the pledge to the flag, please.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call. We have 8 board members present, and we are trying to get Anik in on Zoom. Jeff, is she on now? Not yet. Not yet. So let's show we have 8 present and let us know when she comes in. Moves us to 2.1, public comment. First public comment is just for agenda-related items. We have a public comment at the end of the meeting for any items. Is there any public comment regarding any of the agenda items? Nothing in the audience? Jeff, anything online? No public comment, so we move to agenda item 3.1, report of the superintendent.
Good evening, everyone. So a few things as opening day approaches. The first thing is opening day. Opening day is Wednesday, August 20th, and we are very much looking forward to welcoming students to the start of the 25-26 school year. A couple of things. First day packets. We are asking all families who have not yet completed the first day packet to please do so as soon as possible. The first day packet is critical to our transportation and parent communication systems. Speaking of transportation, bus letters will be mailed in the next few days. You should expect to receive them no later than Monday, August 18th. One of the things that I shared in my blog earlier today is TransFinder. We've invested heavily in improving our transportation services with the TransFinder software, and later this fall we'll be rolling out a parent app called StopFinder, which will allow parents to track their child's bus in real time. Unfortunately, we can't start that with the brand new year. It's going to be a little into the fall, but we're excited about that. Before and after care, we do anticipate offering before and after care in cooperation with the YMCA. The location of the program will depend on the number of students who register. If you're interested, please see our website for details. Pre-K Counts. This year is our second year with Pre-K Counts, and we've relocated the Pre-K Counts classroom to Lower Pottsgrove Elementary School. Our Lower Pottsgrove Elementary Assistant Principal, Mr. Jesse Roth, will be leading the Pre-K Counts program. We currently do have a full classroom at 15 students. We only have 15 licenses this year. There is a possibility that we may have access to additional funding to add 5 more students. Interested families should contact Mr. Roth at Lower Pottsgrove Elementary to register for the wait list. 2 other things. As we look to start the new school year, we also celebrate our summer programming. We had 146 students in a variety of different summer programs, including Summer Success and Extended School Year. Thank you very much to the dedicated staff who gave up part, or in some cases almost all of their summer, to support our students in these programs to provide the extra support they need. And lastly, PSBA Honor Roll for School Board Service Awards. It is my honor tonight to recognize 3 board members for their continued service to our district. Please know that board service is volunteer and requires a significant investment of time. And we have 3 individuals tonight who have served 5 or 10 years. So if I can embarrass them this evening. First up is our president, Jay Strunk, 5 years of service. Congratulations, sir. And we have 2 10-year veterans. And they're sitting right next to each other. Ashley Custer, 10 years of service, congratulations. And Jim Hoppick, 10 years of service, congratulations, sir. And that is my report for this evening.
Thank you, Dr. Finnerty. Moves us to agenda item 4, approval of minutes. 4.1, approval of the board action minutes from the June 10th meeting.
I'd like to make a motion we approve 4.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve the June 10th minutes. Any discussion? Those in favor? Those opposed? Motion passes.
Is, real quick, is Anik on yet?
Agenda item number 5, approving the high school student activity, middle school student activity, and cafeteria accounts for May 2025.
I'd like to make a motion that we approve 5.1. This would be approve the high school student accounts, middle student accounts, and cafeteria accounts for May 2025 as presented.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve the accounts for May 2025. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? The motion passes. 5.2, approval of the high school student activity accounts, middle school student activity accounts, and the cafeteria accounts for June 2025.
I'd like to make a motion that we approve the high school student accounts, activities, middle school student activities, and cafeteria accounts for June 2025 as presented.
Motion and a second to approve the accounts for June 2025. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion passes. Agenda item number 6, ratifying the payment of invoices for the June 2025.
I'd like to make a motion that we approve the payment of invoices for June 2025 in the amount of $1,470,512.82 as presented.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve the invoices for June 2025. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? The motion passes. 6.2, ratifying the payment of invoices for July 2025.
I'd like to make a motion that we pay the invoices of July 2025 in the amount of $3,346,102.75 as presented.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve the invoices for July 2025. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Agenda item 7, Treasurer's Report. 7.1, approving the May 2025 Treasurer's Report.
I'd like to make a motion that we approve May 2025 Treasurers Report as presented and file it for audit.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve the May 2025 Treasurer's Report. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? The motion passes. 7.2, approving the June 2025 Treasurer's Report.
I'd like to make a motion we approve the June 2025 Treasurers Report as presented and file it for audit.
Motion and a second to approve the June 2025 Treasurer's Report. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Agenda item 8, action items. 8.1, approving the independent contractor agreement with Terry Kohler for pre-K counts and for support to the new principal at Ringing Rocks.
I'd like to make a motion we approve 8.1.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve 8.1. Any discussion?
Just, I would like to thank her. She's wonderful. I'm glad to have her back.
Those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The motion passes. 8.2, granting of tenure for 5 people, 4 teachers, and a school psychologist.
I'd like to make a motion we approve 8.2 granting of tenure for the following.
Motion and a second to approve the granting of tenure for these 5 people. Any discussion?
Congratulations. That's a big accomplishment for them.
Those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? The motion passes. 8.3, appointment to a Dean of Students for Lower Pottsgrove Elementary.
Okay, you ready for this? I'd like to make a motion. We approve 8.3 through 8.17, but pull out 8.12, which I will be abstaining from. Yeah.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve 8.3 through 8.17, not 8.12. This is administrative staff appointments, professional staff leave of absence, professional staff appointments, professional staff change in assignments, professional staff resignations, support staff appointments, support staff change in assignments, support staff retirement and resignations, approval of the special education extended school year additional staff, the 3 additional staff, and leaving that out. 8.13 for facility staff for the summer worker positions, 8.14 2 technology staff for the summer intern positions, 8.15 superintendent evaluation, 8.16 the approval of the extension of the summer hiring authority through August 26th, and 8.17 approval of the Kelly Educational Services contract for substitutes. Any discussion on any of those items? Those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? The motions pass. Yes,
I'd like to make a motion that we vote on 8.12 supplemental staff athletic appointments.
motion and a second to approve 39 supplemental staff athletic appointments. Any discussion on any of those appointments?
I will be abstaining.
Note that Patty Grimm is abstaining from the vote. Any other discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? The motion passes. Moves us to agenda item 9, action items business. 9.1, approving budget transfers from May 25 through June 2025.
I'd like to make a motion, we approve 9.1.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve 9.1 budget transfers. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? The motion passes. 9.2, change order, an increase in the paving project at the middle school and Lower Pottsgrove Elementary School.
I'd like to make a motion, we approve 9.2 with an explanation for the community.
Yes, so 9.2 is a change order. As you may be aware, or certainly are aware, we have paved the parking lot at Lower Pottsgrove Elementary and both lots at the middle school. In the course of those projects, there were multiple changes to the original order. Some were subtractions, some were additions. There is a net addition. It's relatively minor, and it made more sense to make that addition now instead of having to engage the contractor down the road.
Thank you.
Have a motion and a second to approve the change order for the paving project at the middle school and Lower Pottsgrove Elementary. Any other discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? The motion passes. 9.4 is approving a contract. 3. Thank you. 9.3, approve the fall winter athletic bid.
I'd like to make a motion that we approve 9.3, the athletic bid, again with an explanation for the community.
9.3, this is, and I'm looking at Mr. Ansbach, this is our standard bid for athletic supplies, that we do this every year. Is that a fair explanation?
Make a visit, post it on our website, and send it out to all the opportunities for companies to bid, and then they get sent directly to the business office, and then Mr. Linky and I open them up for investment.
We have a motion and a second to approve the athletic bid. Any discussion? Those in favor? Those opposed? The motion passes. 9.4, approving the contract with the Montgomery County Intermediate Unit for hosting and supporting the Power School System.
I'd like to make a motion, we approve 9.4 through 9.6.
Motion and a second to approve 9.4 through 9.6, which is the hosting and support of the Power School system, the licensing and state reporting of the Power School system with the intermediate unit, and also add-ons to the information system through the intermediate unit. Any discussion on those three items? Those in favor? Those opposed? The motions pass. 9.7 is approving the transportation contract for 25-26 with CMD Services.
I'd like to make a motion, we approve 9.7, and I have a comment after.
Motion and a second to approve the transportation contract. Patty, a comment?
Yes. First, I'd like to thank Mr. Linky for all his hard work with CMD. I know we had a rough year last year. I'm hoping for this year that we're going to have a successful year.
If I can speak to that a little bit, I'd also like to thank Mr. Linky for working with CMD and also our partners at CMD. There's a couple of significant things that have changed. So what we're approving now is we're reaffirming the contract. There is a new support position at CMD to provide better service and better communication, which we look at as a value add. The addition of the TransFinder software and the parent app should be a very valuable thing once we get that turned on. And then lastly, we've also looked at some routes and combining some routes with some non-public routes and some special education routes with other vendors that are perhaps better suited to do this. So all told, we think we have a very good plan in place to provide better service to our community.
We have a motion and a second to approve the 2025-26 transportation contract with CMD Services. Any further discussion? Those in favor? Aye. Those opposed? The motion passes. 9.8 is accepting a foundation grant with Dick's Sporting Goods of $5,000 to help with our batting cage project.
I'd like to make a motion, we approve 9.8.
Motion and a second to approve 9.8, the grant from Dick's Sporting Goods for the batting cage project. Any discussion?
Apparently we're sharing microphones.
Oh,
Did you? Was that something that we had to, apply for, or did they just like, hey, we're your neighbors, we're going to give you $5,000 towards this, or? I mean, it's really great of them. I just was curious as to.
In this case, normally we have to solicit these, but in this case, they reached out to us.
So, one of our community parents, helped with Pottsgrove, Pottstown Baseball Youth Little League. They had an opportunity to work with Dick's and get a grant, so they pretty much got me in contact with this individual that does some grant writing with Dick's. And we needed to have a project, the scope of a project, so I applied for the grant, and we were able to get it. So.
Motion and a second. Did we do that? Did we approve the grant? Oh, we've not voted. We have a motion and a second to approve the foundation grant from Dick's Sporting Goods. Any further discussion? Those in favor? Aye. Opposed? The motion passes. 9.9 is approval of a contract with UHS of Doylestown for students to go to the LifeWorks School.
I'd like to make a motion, we approve 9.9 through 9.15.
Motion and a second to approve 9.9 through 9.15. This is attendance in LifeWorks schools for students. 9.10 is approving administration to execute a contract for one student with the Yale School. 9.11, approving a contract with Access Learning for one student. 9.12, Approval of a letter of agreement between Creative Health Services and Pottsgrove School District for a student assistance program. 9.13, approval of, this is an information item. It's not even looking for approval. It's information that the administration has signed an annual letter of agreement for the 25-26 school year in compliance with the PA Children and Youth Experiencing Homelessness Program under the McKinley-Vento Homeless Assistance Act. Information there. 9.14 is approval of a contract with the Lincoln Center for Family and Youth for a drug and alcohol counselor. And 9.15 is a contract agreement for student services with the Chester County Intermediate Unit. Any discussion on any of those items? Those in favor? Aye. Those opposed? The motions pass. 9.16 is the renewal of a confidential agreement for one student for the Yale School.
I'd like to make a motion, we combine and approve 9.16 and 9.17.
Second.
Motion and a second to combine 9.16 and 9.17, a confidential agreement for one student at the Yale School, and 9.17, a confidential agreement for one student. School is not specified. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? The motions pass. Agenda item 10, action items education. 10.1 is approval to accept a foreign exchange student from Spain for the 25-26 school year.
I'd like to make a motion, we approve 10.1.
Motion and a second to approve 10.1. Any discussion?
I have a request. I would like to meet the student someday. For all of us to meet the student.
Any other discussion? Those in favor? Those opposed? The motion passes. 10.2 is approval of participation by 5 selected Pottsgrove High School students in the Dream Forward Elevating Student Voice Project with the Montgomery County Intermediate Unit.
I'd like to make a motion, we approve 10.2.
Motion and a second to approve 10.2, the Dream Forward Elevating Student Project for 5 selected students at the high school. Those in favor? Oh, any discussion? Those in favor? Aye. Those opposed? The motion passes. 10.3 is approval for a conference attendance for 2 board members, Anik and Stacy, to attend the PASA, which is the Pennsylvania Association of School Administrators, and the Pennsylvania School Board Association conferences.
I'd like to make a motion, we approve 10.3.
Motion and a second to approve 10.3. Any discussion?
Just a
Those-
comment.
Do they? They can vote, okay.
Okay. I was just going to say, have fun. It's take it all in, yeah. I'm glad you're going to do that.
Any other discussion? Those in favor? Those opposed? The motion passes. 10.4 is approval of conference attendance for 2 staff members to attend the Attendance, Child Accounting, and Professional Association Fall Conference.
I'd like to make a motion, we approve 10.4 through 10.8.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve 10.4 through 10.8. This is all conference attendance. 2 staff members at the Attendance, Child Accounting, Professional Association Conference. 10.5, 3 staff members in the Student Assistance Training Program. 10.6, 1 staff member. This has attended the PA Grant Compliance Summit. 10.7, 1 staff member attending the Standards for Accounting training. And 10.8, one staff member for attending the Elements of Purchasing workshop. Any discussion on those items? Those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? The motion passes. 10.9 is approval of the overnight trip. This is the high school football camp for approximately 50 students.
Yes, I'd like to make a motion. We approve 10.9.
Motion and a second to approve 10.9, the overnight trip for the high school football team. Any discussion?
I wish them a great season.
Those in favor? Those opposed? The motion passes. 10.10, this is an agreement with Eastern University that allows us to accept student teachers from the university.
I'd like to make a motion. We combine and approve 10.10 through 10.12.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve 10.10 through 10.12. These are all agreements to accept student teachers from 10.10 Eastern University, 10.11 Shippensburg, 10.12 Grand Canyon University. Any discussion? Those in favor? Aye. Those opposed? The motion passes. Agenda item 11, approval of 6 policies as listed: field trips, discipline of students with disabilities, behavior support, and disciplinary procedures, 3 there for administrative employees, professional employees, and classified employees.
I'd like to make a motion. We approve 11.1.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve the 6 policies listed in 11.1. Any discussion? Those in favor? Aye. Those opposed? Motion passes. Agenda item 12, which is board representative out of district, 12.1. This is approval of Bill Thompson to fill the open seat of Dr. Nippert on the Western Montgomery Career and Technology Center for a term that would end in December of 2025, which is Dr. Nippert's, formerly Dr. Nippert's seat.
I'd like to make a motion to approve 12.1 and welcome Bill.
Motion and a second to approve 12.1, Bill Thompson filling Dr. Nippert's seat on the Western Center JOC. Any discussion? Those in favor? Aye. Those opposed? The motion passes. 12.2, this is approval of Tanya Taylor for the position of Montgomery County Intermediate Unit Legislative Liaison, also filling Dr. Nippert's seat, and the term would end in December of 2025.
I would like to make the motion to approve 12.2, and thank you, Tanya. You're going to do great.
We have a motion and a second to approve 12.2, the Montgomery County Intermediate Legislative Liaison position with Tanya filling Dr. Nippert's seat until December of 2025. Any discussion? Those in favor? Those opposed? The motion passes. Agenda item 13, which is a report of the Joint Operating Committee of the Western Montgomery Career and Technology Center of, the minutes say August 5th. I believe the meeting was August 4th. That should be a correction to minutes there. Monday was the 4th? Yes, should read August 4th there on number 13. Meeting began, this was Dr. Finnerty's first meeting as superintendent of record for the Western Center, and he begins his term of superintendent of record for the Western Center. So congratulations to you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Have fun. We began the meeting with Administrative Director David Livingood reporting on several items. On June 10, he met with the business managers of the 3 sending school districts. The business managers were not in favor of creating a capital expenses budget for the Western Center and instead recommended establishing a bond to pay for renovations and improvements to the Western Center which could allow for expansion. The action on that, we have 4 architectural firms that have submitted proposals for renovations, and the JOC will receive a recommendation from Dave in October. The new flooring in the cafeteria is complete, and the culinary room is nearing completion. Floor there needed replacement. The electrical program instructor at the Western Center installed new LED lighting in both the automotive and the collision areas, utilizing a Pico rebate program. We have changed all of the locks at the Western Center. Before, they were locks that you turn by hand, which are not as safe and secure as other locks. The building is now 95% key card access, using a grant that we received from Senator Pennycuck, and this strengthens both safety and security for the Western Center. On August 20, Dave Livingood was part of a panel presentation at the Pennsylvania Association of Career and Technical Administrators, talking about how to establish pre-apprenticeship programs, an activity that the center has been pretty involved with. Dave will be presenting at the December Association for Career and Technical Education Conference on the topic of using AI, I'm blanking on the word intelligence. Artificial intelligence in grant writing. The Western Center is having an auction on August 17 for unused items. The auctioneer is Ken Geyer. Kevin Rice, who is Executive Director of the Steele Center for Career and Technical Education in Pittsburgh, will be part of the staff meeting at the opening day for the Western Center. He will be talking about how he went from an underprivileged child to a student enrolled in a career and technical education program to now serving as executive director. Secondly, business manager Donna Wilson reported that she's focused on controlling expenses because the PA budget has not yet been approved, so they're really looking at paying for day-to-day expenses and for controlling it as much as they can. Principal Craig Robinson reported that pre-apprenticeship programs have been approved for electrical and precision machining programs utilizing University Academy. There's 2 pre-apprenticeship programs approved. The third is welding. The state has 30 pre-apprenticeship programs that have been approved. Western Center has 2 of those 30 across the state, and soon to have 3 of those 30 with welding. So you can see the effort that's been placed there. Fourth, the solicitor, Beth Shore, reported that on July 25th, the United States Department of Education announced that 5 schools in Northern Virginia violated Title IX by allowing students to use bathrooms consistent with their gender identity. Following that, on July 29, the Attorney General published guidance for recipients of federal funding regarding discrimination. These guidelines, we were told, are not policy, they are recommendations, and that leaves, Beth said, it leaves her very unsure as to what the impact will be on schools. But you see that kind of activity. The policy committee of the Joint Operating Committee presented 6 policies at their second reading. They were all approved. Lastly, under personnel, the Joint Operating Committee approved supplemental contracts for cosmetology instructors and for commercial art instructors. 3 substitute teachers were approved, 3 additional substitute teachers, and also the JOC approved the EF Educational Tours cuisine and culture trip to Italy on March 20 to 29, with up to 30 students participating, with 1 adult chaperone for every 6 students. This is at no cost to the school. The next meeting of the JOC, which Bill is happily becoming a part of, is on September 8th at 5 o'clock via Zoom. Any questions on that report? Patty, anything to add?
Nice job.
Well, thank you, Patty. Anything else to add? You all right? Moves us to agenda item 14, Montgomery County Intermediate Unit Board update. Is Anik on yet? Because she is not here, we move to the next item. Is that right? So we move to committee items. 15.1 is a report of our Athletics Co-Curricular and Community Relations Committee, headed by Patty Grimm, and Steve is usually involved there. So Patty, I don't know if it starts with you or Steve.
I'm just going to welcome Steve to the microphone.
Well, welcome back, everybody. This meeting doesn't seem too long ago. June 10th, we met for an abbreviated meeting because there was an executive session. So we met for about 30 minutes. I went over a quick recap of the 24-25 athletic season. A couple notes to highlight was the PAC Sportsmanship winner at the high school, the Silver Whistle Award winner that we received for the Montgomery County chapter officials for our football, and our all academic and citizen athletes recognition. And I noted that through all our fall, winter, and spring seasons, our all academics had a cumulative GPA of 4.09, so we're really proud of their accomplishments. We also talked about facility upgrades to highlight, and this kind of goes with Mr. Lapik's piece regarding the grant and the relationships that we have with a lot of our youth organizations that use our facilities at Pottsgrove. We were able to upgrade a middle school stadium scoreboard, which was needed and a big upgrade for our middle school programs, and that was in partnership with our Future Falcons who use our facilities at the middle school and at lower, our booster club, and donations. So we were able to do that together with the school district and our community. We also partnered with our youth wrestling club who uses our gymnasium at the middle school to purchase a mat, again, in collaboration with both programs, as we value what they're doing and they value allowing us to use our facilities in the evenings to support their programs. I also talked about a new program that we're starting this year at the high school. It is a 8-week mental skills training program tailor-rated for motivating and high-achieving students who want to improve their performance on the field and in the classroom, essentially working on what is between your ears with our student athletes. The training will be provided by Dr. Rick Neff, who is a student athlete specialist and a performance psychologist that works at Villanova. And I wanted to note that this is no cost to the students. This will happen during the school day, one time a month, and it is paid out of our Health and Wellness Foundation grant. So we're really looking forward to that. I just checked a minute ago, and we have 52 students that are registered for this program. So I'm looking forward to building on this year after year. Shifting to communications, Mrs. Kleinfelter gave a recap of our social media platforms. She highlighted the end of the year celebration and activities that brought strong engagement for the district. The senior walk that we do throughout the district and all the buildings had 7,356 views. The congratulations to our retirees, 11,580 views on Facebook, and the congratulations class of 2020 reel had 14,742 views on Instagram. She also provided an overview of the district's Facebook engagement since 2024. Facebook posts have reached over 116,000 people and generated over 1.4 million photo and video views of our district. Instagram posts reached 23,400 people and more than 436,000 photo and video views over the last 90 days prior to June. So she is working hard and tirelessly to get our information out there for all our buildings and students and staff K through 12. One last thing, she discussed creating a school communities activity calendar where she will be collecting up-to-date contact information for sports boosters, music boosters, and PTAs across the district this summer, and this will allow the district to relaunch a community events calendar for upcoming school year that will keep families informed and help school-affiliated groups better coordinate events and activities. So that concludes the report from last year. I do want to note we started our athletic programs. Our football started on August 4th, and the rest of them this Monday, and right now we have 221 approved students out there participating, and it is hot, but it has been fun, and we're happy to see everybody back. So that concludes our report.
If I can just thank you, Steve, for all you do, and good luck this year.
Thank you, Steve and Patty. Moves us to agenda item 16, new business. Let's begin with Stacy. Thank you. Tanya?
Sure. It does feel like it was yesterday, that last meeting, or a year ago. It's like a weird in between. I would just, for the teachers, the staff, and the community, I want to wish them a great start to the new year. It's going by fast. It's a very busy week, loaded schedules all around, and I'm very excited to see what's ahead for Pottsgrove.
Thank you, Tanya. Patty?
I just have a couple things. Welcome, everybody, to a brand-new school year. I can feel the energy. It's going to be a great year. I just want to remind everybody to be kind and patient. And if you have any questions or comments, or you're confused, you just reach out to our administration. They're more than happy to help you. But teachers, they're coming. They're coming. They're on their way. They're all out there getting their new backpacks and everything. And I just want to give a little boost out to the Booster Club, who supports all of our sports. They have all new apparel out there. So they'll be showing at the football games, they'll have a stand out there and online. So go get your Falcon wear. And thank you.
Thank you, Patty. Jim? Yeah, I went out of order.
Okay.
Jim?
This is like me doing. Nothing, thank you.
Thank you. Bill?
Nothing?
Thank you. Dr. Finney?
Just want to reiterate, I know we've been annoying with the messaging, but please fill out your first day packet. We do know that it is tedious, but it truly is important with our messaging and our transportation system. So thank you if you've done it. If you haven't and need help, please reach out to the district and we'll get you some help.
Thank you, Dr. Finney. No new business from me. Ashley?
I'm good, thanks.
You're welcome. Thank you. And Lewis?
Just want to welcome everyone back. Looking forward to a great school year, and I hope everyone enjoys their last week of summer as well. So,
Thank you. And again, Anik is not on the line. Moves us to agenda item 17, public comment. At this time can be on any topic. We have Nick Harmon. Is that correct? Last name? If you'd come up, please. Hi, we ask that you give your name and township that you live in, and then keep your comments, if you can, to 2 minutes or less.
Certainly. So my name's Nick Harmon. Thank you for taking the time to listen to me this evening. I am in Lower Pottsgrove Township. I live right up the street, across the street from Ringing Rocks Elementary. Personally, I'm a senior vice president of product development in a software company, and I have a history teaching various college courses at both Albright College and Penn State University. I'm here tonight to vehemently express concern with the backpack ban at the high school. This lady said that they're out shopping for their backpacks, and they are not, because we are banning them at the high school. We received the email indicating that the students were no longer able to carry backpacks. There is currently a petition with 463 signatures that was led by the student body. And I brought with me what was considered to be an approved backpack and a backpack. Now, the reasoning that was presented as to why they should not carry backpacks was due to vaping and theft. A vape is the size of a lighter. So as you can see, they can clearly fit in either one of these bags. And to have every single student carry around a bag that looks very similar to this, I think will encourage theft as opposed to prevent it. So as a numbers guy, when I make a decision for my staff or for my customers, it's based on data. I did not see in any notes any data that was presented about the number of vaping incidents, theft at the high school. I saw no clear presentation on how you will measure success of this program, nor did I see any additional reasoning aside from a quick email indicating students are not allowed to carry them, and these are the reasons why. I believe that the students are being trained to be young adults, and we are being counterproductive in limiting their growth by implementing this policy.
You're pausing.
I was limiting to 2 minutes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Nick. The board traditionally does not respond to comments. As you would imagine, we hear them. We can discuss later, but we could get up to 9 different opinions on what you said here. So by that, our remaining silent does not indicate approval or disapproval of your comments, and we appreciate you bringing your concerns to us.
Certainly, I have my daughter here with me as well. This was also a learning exercise to show that she should take a political stance. So I do appreciate your time, and I appreciate your comment there. And I do hope that you take my comments into consideration, and I hope to hear some additional information on the topic in the future.
Thank you, Nick, and thank you for accompanying your father. This is how decisions get made, with agreements and disagreements in public.
And sir, thank you for coming out. If you do have a couple of minutes after the meeting, I'd be happy to.
Again, thank you very much. Any other comments for public comment? Before we move then to adjournment, reminder that the next board meeting is August 26th at 7 o'clock. Moves us to a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Meeting is adjourned. Thank you very much.